They're more sophisticated. I mean, for example, the Islamic State of Iraq, which is the precursor to exactly what we're seeing now, which was under Al-Qaeda in Iraq in 2006. We used to say, and this was well known, that all of their media stuff, it looked like a fifth grader with a crayon, or a 5-year-old rather, with a crayon was drawing it. That's not the case anymore. They're making videos. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, that success would distinguish from what both of you are talking about, separate points, but the role of Islam and the role of just wanting to belong to something bigger than yourself, which would not be different than what existed before.
Well,
not
and that's how they recruited that's how they recruited this young man who now heads ISIS's big media empire. He came from the United States. The FBI is looking for him. He was a college student that I wish I could remember his name off the top of my head.
Let me put it up, and then we'll get to your points in just a second. But Ahmad Abu Samra,
yes.
And here he is. He's from Boston.
Correct.
He went to Northeastern University, and senior law enforcement officials say he's essentially now ISIS's media wing.
That's right.
Just think about it from the perspective, Michael Oakeshott used to say it's very dangerous, very scary being free sometimes. You have to make your own conception of reality. You have to create your own institutions. You have to participate in your own institutions. Suppose you're a Muslim and you're bored, maybe you feel a little bit alienated. And suddenly, in a way that you've never been able to see it before, you can watch videos, you can watch this incredible, and it has been incredible, movement that is sweeping across Mesopotamia, winning everywhere. You think, goodness me, this is more exciting than going to my community college and working at Denny's.
Let's apply this to a few examples. I think it's some interesting examples, interesting theories, the role of religion, the role of belonging, the role of success. Let's look at a couple examples and see what applies. Here's some American terrorists, some American wannabe ISIS members. Not all of them were successful in reaching ISIS. You got Monir Abu Salah. He was the first American to carry out a suicide attack in Syria. He said this. He said, "You think you're safe where you are in America or Britain? You think you're safe? You are not safe." He grew up in Florida with a passion for Islam. Next to him, we talked about Doug McCain. He was raised Christian, loved rap music. Abdurrahman Muhammad, we've also talked about him. He was one of the 15 American Somalis from Minneapolis. He actually worked at the Minneapolis St. Paul Airport. Shannon Connolly, one of the only women, she went to live with an ISIS soldier from Tunisia, said she was going to use her medical expertise to help ISIS. And finally, Donald Morgan. She didn't make it. Several of these, I think, didn't make it. Were stopped at the Turkish border. Donald Morgan, born Catholic, lived in North Carolina, converted to Islam in 2012, went through a dramatic religious transformation.